Alright guys, here we are. We are with the Barn Find 2006 Wrx Sti Limited. Last time you guys saw this car it was in pretty poor condition, wasn't it?
She was pretty rough, mate, yeah.
Alrighty, I'm joined by Adam from Bumper Pro and Burleigh here. FlatFour's entrusted Adam to take care of this Sti and get it looking perfect again. So, Adam, do you want to tell me a little bit about Bumper Pro, what you guys do, where it started?
Yeah, mate, yeah. So I started about 12 years ago just as a mobile bumper touch-up service, come out you in your driveway.
Yep.
Had a couple of vans on the road a couple of years after. Bought the workshop because I kind of needed the spray booth and I was letting a lot of kind of resprays and things go, so I got into the workshop.
Yep.
And then just got really busy with the bigger smash work and resprays and restos here, so we sold the vans and we're purely in the workshop.
In the shop now. Has it always been on the Gold Coast?
Yeah. I was born and bred in Sydney. I started my apprenticeship at Mercedes back in '96. Tradesman by the time I was 19. Worked at the shop, odd shops in Sydney here and there, and then moved up to the coast in 2004.
Yep.
Worked at a couple of shops here and there, and then went out my own in I think 2010.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what, we're 12 years down the track now, and
yeah.
And here we have it, the Sti that we brought to you. So when we brought this car to you, you hadn't seen the vehicle, and I said to you, Adam, I've got this Sti, it's 1 of 50, it's super low kilometers, we've pulled it out of a barn, like, what can you do with it? So I think the original conversation was, let's just give it a really nice respray, but the extent of it wasn't really sort of brought forward until we brought the car down here, and then you brought me back. And what did that conversation sort of entail?
Oh, look, when we started looking over it properly, then there were so many chips and rusting chips and little door dings and just things that you really want to address now and just get it done properly, rather than down the track and have to kind of redo again,
Yes.
So we spoke about what it entailed and how much extra work and labour it would be, and you were all for it because you wanted how it
get it done properly. Yeah.
Right.
So I suppose with resprays and painting, there's a huge scale of finish and quality between getting it looking nice from the outside. The old saying, good from afar but far from good.
That's right.
I think what really led me to bring the car to you was the fact that you understood the car itself in terms of how rare it is and the condition that we sort of need it to be in.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things we've done, or you guys have done to this vehicle to get it ready today for the big respray?
Basically, fully pulled apart, and then we went over it with a fine-tooth comb and marked all the little defects and faults and any damages, and we've pushed all the dents and things like that. There's minimal filler in the car. We've fully blocked it, fully primed, and then it's all been obviously fully blocked and prepped and wet sanded, ready for the paint to go on today.
Awesome. So that's what's happening today, guys. The car's in the booth. As soon as we're done talking, you guys are in there. So what's involved with the respray process? Will this be done today?
Yeah. So we're probably looking at about 4.5 coats of colour of base coat, and then two nice wet coats of clear. We'll put some heat into it, and I'll walk out of here this afternoon and she'll be all finished, and tomorrow we can unmask it and the reassembly process begins.
Yeah, awesome. So with the reassembly process as well, Adam called me and said, look, when we're putting this car back together, we need to make sure we've got genuine clips and trims, rubbers, seals, a lot of stuff to go back in this vehicle, right? So that's something that I hadn't really allowed sort of ordering for. But I guess that's why you use people like Bumper Pro, because they sort of guide you through the process. So we've done a big order with Subaru, so everything on this vehicle will be in pristine condition.
A lot of things, they perish with age, and plastic clips and trims, they just perish, and you try your hardest to get them off without breaking, but sometimes you just can't help it, and that's nature of the beast,
Yeah, we've found that in the shop, a lot of the old clips do break off when you're removing parts, so I can only imagine how bad it is working on these cars day in, day out. So, yeah, awesome. So, really excited to see how this thing turns out. When are we looking, reassembly wise?
Look, all the parts are painted, the bumpers, the side skirts, door handles, everything's painted. This is the last piece, and then, we'll get into it next week, and this time next week, it should be all ready to go for you.
Awesome. You hear that, guys? We're about a week away from getting this thing back from paint. I'm just chewing at the bit to get this thing back together. We've got some fresh satin black wheels to go back on it, restored Brembos, a few other nice little STI bits and pieces, and a few little hidden bits for the next video. So stay tuned, guys. This thing's coming out of the booth today. I'm going to be so excited to get it back on the road. So yeah, hang around, guys. Another video coming soon with this thing out of the booth and looking mint. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Adam.
No worries, buddy.